Shalom. 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 First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honors, and glories unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua Ba'ashem HaKudash. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone. They're doing even well. Peace, blessings, and salutations be unto the members of the elect. The elected, the 132, I say Shalom. This is Brother Dawud from GMS Detroit Camp, coming at you with another video through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua Ba'ashem HaKudash. Today, this will be another in transit. All right, and Lord's will, this video will be edifying. Now, what you see on your screen is a picture that I took at Whole Foods, all right, about an hour ago, because I was doing some shopping, and I noticed that there's this new device they have by the checkouts now. So when you go to check out, go to a cashier so that they can check you out. That's one of the things that they have now, and Now, I'm not sure if they have this as self-checkout as well, because I didn't look. But I know for certain they have it at the, what do you call it? They have it for the if you want to get checked out by a cashier. So if you want to get checked out by a cashier, they have that option available. All right, so I had seen it, and, as the lady was scanning my items, I immediately took a picture of it. And then I asked the lady, which the lady was an Edomite, what appeared to be an Edomite, and she had a British accent. So I asked her, I said, hey, when did you guys install this? And she said, oh, not even 2 weeks ago. And I said, oh, really? I'm acting like it's interesting and whatnot. But really, I'm just trying to get information for a video. And I asked her, well, how many times do people use this? Like, is this used a lot? And the woman told me, not really, but they will be, and I was like, damn, and I took that spiritually. So this is what, Evil E is getting ready to have. He's getting ready to, implement that technology. Right now, what he's doing is called conditioning, all right? So they don't present something before you, at face value. What they do is they deal with something called gradualism. They gradually get you used to seeing certain things and doing certain things. All right? They condition your mind to be desensitized, all right, to certain things. And they do it in increments. They don't just blatantly boom, you wake up and boom, to see it, you say no. They build up to it. All right, that's what you see going on now. All right, whereas before you had, you had to pay for things with cash. And later on, you got debit card. Checks. All right, you had checks. And now you got because at certain checkouts, all right, when you go online, they would actually accept checks. So if you couldn't pay for everything with cash, the old registers would allow you to pay with the check. All right, so the people will carry a checkbook and they'll write out X amount of money, however much they want it to be taken out of their account. They'll fill it out, and the cashier will take it, and they'll, have the register, read that check, and then they'll keep the check, So it went from that to debit cards, then from debit cards to credit cards, then from credit cards to more so-called convenient digital forms of payment. So you have Cash App, Zelle, all right, PayPal, different things you can use, different electronic ways, digital ways that you can use to make payments, to buy and sell. Of course, now you got Apple Pay, you got Google Pay. So eventually they want to put that technology with the U. Oh, and I asked the Edomite lady, I asked her, well, how does this thing work? He said, well, it reads your hand and it deducts the payment from off your card. Either she said off your card, no, I think she said off your phone. All right, so she said it reads your palm, it reads your hand, and it deducts the payment from off of your phone. And I think after that, that's when I asked her, are people using this a lot? And she said, no, not really, but they will be. You see? So this is something that Evil E has already, been put out on the forefront. All right. Now I want to see if they're doing this on all Whole Foods. That's another thing I should have asked. Maybe I'll ask it next time. If they're doing this at all Whole Foods, or if they're doing it at select locations. All right. Now, if you check on YouTube, there's certain Whole Foods that you can't walk in unless you have that digital form of payment set up. Right? They won't even let you in. It's like some type of, kind of like if you're trying to go into the subway and they got those little plastic doors that don't let you in and out. It's kind of like that. At least that's the closest thing I can think of that resembles it. Where they don't let you in unless you have that digital way of identification, digital way of rather buying and selling. So this is all going into that seeing. Scriptures say, many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. Knowledge shall be increased, meaning the technology, right? The technology. So we're living within the age of technology. We're living within the time period where everyone has a smartphone. Even your great-grandmother, even she got a smartphone. Your grandmother, she got a smartphone. Your great-grandmother knows at least how to dial and use a telephone, more than likely. Likewise with our grandmothers. You see? So within this age of tech, and eventually they want to put the tech within the people. All right? Here it is, you scan, you measure your palm, and all of a sudden it deducts the payment from off your phone. It deducts the payment off your card through your phone. That's ridiculous. Now, another thing I saw was I was at a Kroger, which is a local supermarket, and at least in my area, and there was a so-called black woman that had a whole bunch of groceries, in her cart, and she was a bigger lady, and when it came time for her to pay, she slashes her EBT card, which is normal for Jake, right? But then she takes out her debit or credit card and she taps it on the screen, So people are lazy. There's no nice way of putting it. People are lazy. And Esau is going to prey upon the people's laziness when he presents that see him. If you check out a lot of your major supermarkets, they have less and less registers, but more and more self-checkouts. Also, what you have going on is in these major supermarkets, you have something called, Scan and Go, right? Scan and Go, Shop and Go, whatever you want to call it, where customers can buy stuff, scan it with their phone, and all they got to do is just go up to a self-checkout, and they just pay for it immediately. They don't have to rescan anything. They're just getting people used to that. So keep an eye out for, this developments with this technology, all right, at Amazon. We all know Amazon, they knee deep into selling out. In other words, they're controlled. They're definitely controlled. That's why they're pushing this NWO agenda. So with that, all praise, honors, and glories be to Yahweh, Bashem, Yoshai, the blood of my apostles, and elders of the Most High, peace, blessings, and shalom.